Hey, this is Pastor Dave coming to you with your Monday Mojo. Hope you had a good weekend. I know I did. So this morning I got up pretty early to watch the news because my gorgeous wife was on there repping Riley Children's Foundation. And as I was watching it, they gave a traffic report, and I saw this GPS view of this neighborhood where there was an accident that had taken place. It just saw the sheer number of houses. Many of you know that recently I moved from a smaller town of Pittsburgh into the city of Indianapolis, and one of the biggest adjustments for me, having lived on the perimeter of Indianapolis most of my life, is living in the city where there are all kinds of people. Just everywhere you look, when you drive there are people, when you go to the store there are people everywhere. It's fantastic, meeting a lot of new different kinds of people. But sometimes you feel lost in the middle of all that. Watching the news, thinking about that this morning, and then when the news was done, I took a dog Bailey out for a walk, and it was still dark, and it's a cloudless day today here in Indianapolis. And as I was walking the dog, I looked up, and I could see the stars. And I remembered a very well-known passage in the book of Psalms where King David is out somewhere, and he looks up into the sky, and he sees the stars, and he says, God, when I consider the universe, the stars and your creation, who am I that you're mindful of me? And I thought, there's probably a lot of us who find ourselves in the midst of the mass of humanity who wonder, God, who am I that you would think of me? And yet King David says, and yet you do. You do. So remember that today, wherever you are, whatever you're in the midst of all of it, the mass of people everywhere, the God of the universe thinks of you, knows you, and is pleased. So that's your Monday Mojo for the day. Have a great week.